Hello everybody, it's the drummer 12382 here, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for the love and support you guys have been showing on the recent content I have been releasing. I truly do greatly appreciate it. Welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. We should be right into Sam's room, or about to get into Sam's room, and let's go ahead and walk right in.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Yes. A note. Lag! Oh, no, not lag. I just had to open it. I hate it. I can't tell what are playable scenes and what are not.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Yes,
We'll
it
never
is.
forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay,
Odin
got
Finch
it.
National Park. Their family got a
Take some
park
pictures,
named after
okay?
them.
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
A bluebird.
Aw.
Picture of the island.
You're right,
Oh.
Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
What about this? Why does it have to zoom in all the way to focus? It's not how cameras work. You don't zoom in to focus it better. How do I move on from here? Okay. Have I not taken enough photos yet?
Definitely should not have
Oh.
drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take...
Hey!
That's a keeper.
That's what I was waiting for.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Odin.
I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
What else?
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
I'm just taking pictures.
We found an old log.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
They're
Let me
hunting.
get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to. Great shot, Dawn!
I didn't know that would fire the gun.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh shit. This way. She doesn't look too
Sorry,
happy.
Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
She doesn't look too happy. Where am I supposed to be going? Okay.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's...
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Is that how her dad died? That is so fucked up. Wow.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
That's so fucked up. I wouldn't want to remember that. Damn. Poor Sam. I want to keep looking around. So he's a war veteran.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Yeah, and it greeted him gracefully. Like in the Deathly Hallows. Airline ticket. K. Not like okay, but K. Okay, I guess we can go. Into the creepy... No, I don't know why it does that. I was expecting it to shut the door behind me. I did not want to go back in there. Thank you. Let's continue on.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Yeah. Finch control. Okay. Little space toy. Crayons. Probably Crayola. Gregory. Why was Gregory's... Oh, okay, so this is like the nursery. Gregory, Dawn, and Gus. It's like Pac-Man. Fireweed.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
A frog.
He saw things the rest of us don't.
Okay, what do I do? Okay. This is weird as fuck.
Time's over, Gregory. It's time to...
Text is on the side on
Hold
the
on,
left.
sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Ooh, jumping jump. Ooh,
I wonder what he saw.
he saw ducks and
What
bubbles.
his world was like.
Can I knock down the whale?
It reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw.
Ah,
It sure made him
there we go. I loved extended bath times, man. Got to stay in the warm water longer. Trying to knock over his name. His letters. It's not going so well. There we go. Sit. There's G and then Y. Y for yes. Come on. My aim sucks. There we go. I'm supposed to get up to the soap. Got it.
Silly it sounds. But I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
By the way, the last episode was copyright.
Sorry
I
about
don't-
Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Don't know if this episode is going to be copyrighted because of that
Maybe
piece.
if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
He's a baby. He's not going to remember shit, dog. Oh.
I wish you could have told us.
Oh shit, is he going to drown?
About the oldie song.
Oh shit, he's going to drown. Oh fuck. Oh
There's
fuck.
So much I don't understand. About
He
Greg,
turned into a frog.
about everything.
He's like Molly.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Only a year old. Poor baby Gregory. Okay, let's go.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Am I supposed to...
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Oh, down.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Weird. Oh, shit.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to
Come here.
But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Ha 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 ha. Right on, Gus.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
This tent? Here.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Okay. Trying to figure things out.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
I wish that. There we go.
wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
So Gus was a punker. Yeah. A rock wall.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh, fun. But not fun because you're looking down.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Yeah, getting knocked off by a deer. That sucks.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay's her dad. Okay.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
So why hasn't the curse struck Edith yet?
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Mint, thyme, sage, and basil.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Yeah, because of Lewis. Or Milton.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
After 1992.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Oh, so we don't know if he's dead yet. Because there's no date. I didn't want to look at that! Wait, before we go inside. Okay. You don't know anything with these types of games. Okay. Oh, it's a dumbwaiter. Milton looks a lot like Sanjay. Wow. Talented folk.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Wow. What happens if I just... Oh, no. Ah! Oh no, I have to left click. Oh, it's empty.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
There's the door. Can I not go through it? No. I have yellow feet now.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Up. Up we go, I guess.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Ooh, cool. A little sus. They have a lot of trust in their kids. This is his door? This is a cool house. Is that a hookah?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
He's a streamer. 2 and 2 monitor setup. Ha! PlayStation.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
That sucks. I bet she was really good. Wow, flat screen. Sick. This is a yoga ball?
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Yeah, it's boring as fuck.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
To what?
wander.
Oh shit. It's weird.
I asked him to describe it.
I'm doing 2 things at once.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
Ah!
Then something moved. Bats.
Bats.
And toads.
Whoa, it's like a dragon.
And things that have not names.
Uh-oh.
He knew it was all in his head.
I'm trying to do 2 things at once here.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
I'm literally doing 2 game mechanics at once.
But he found something more. I worried about him then.
No.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss.
Yeah? What did he say? Ah! I'm failing! Go!
But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
Am I supposed to, like, put my hand in there?
Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Chopping fish heads all day sure does get fucking boring.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
A doggy
He told me
doggo.
he'd made a new friend.
Come on, doggo.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
A lot of chopping off
He built the
heads.
city up slowly, brick by brick.
Okay. I missed one.
Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
Sorry about that cut. I had to adjust and crack my back. Okay. Ever get him doing two things at once?
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery.
I don't know where I am. There I am. Okay. It's hard doing two mechanics at one time.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
Really? I'm pretty much fucking up almost every
And
time.
one day it struck him. That all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor.
Mayor, that's it? Not
And
king?
he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Okay.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
Started going insane. This ship mechanic is trash.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Okay. So he is going insane.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Oh, handsome queen.
beautiful prince.
No.
The prince was on his own quest for...
Sinister serpent. Damn it! I
Sinister serpents.
wanted to do a handsome queen.
He followed the sound of his...
Silver harp.
silver harp.
I don't know why they're making me build this story. I wanted to make it rest for a measure.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Okay.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
I'm playing two video games at once.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Okay. No longer chopping fish. There's my locker.
He began to forget the world we know.
Okay. My DS. My pipe. Looks like Hunter's work locker.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Got stuck.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
I'm a different worker.
I still
Okay.
thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Interesting.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
That's a giant cat. Oh, it's Molly.
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Oh shit. Am I gonna chop my head off in the cannery?
rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
That's almost everybody but Edie, which I think I might do now. I was gonna call it, but might as well do Edie since I'm here.
He was so proud of being Indian. I think for him, it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
This way. Okay. Time for Edie.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
Wait, is this Edie's room? There's no name.
I wish we'd stayed.
Oh, this is my room. I have my
But I
own
understand why we
kitchen.
left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Well, now you can unpack and start living here.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Start the whole family over again.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Did I get smaller?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Damn. Okay, what is this? Present in the hallway.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
Of course she
When
did.
my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Your grandmother seems quirky enough to have candles around.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edie Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
As it always happens.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house
Patrick.
every day of my life.
Go left.
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
I can't
When
run.
the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Wow, that's like the top of my hill. I'm too scared to continue.
I got turned around.
That's a giant rock. Well, you can't get too lost. You'll walk straight in the ocean if that happens.
For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things.
Oh, a deer. Or a buck. I'm sorry.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Like what? Oh, a bed.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
A wheelchair.
That night, a lot of things
Ooh.
came back to me.
Well, I'm at the house.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Yeah. Possibly. Q is also zoom in. There are 3 buttons to zoom in on this game, but not 1 sprint.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
I don't want to pull.
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next
That
morning,
sucks.
the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We
Okay.
both tried to make the best of it.
How can you?
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it.
Well, yeah. Because she dragged you away from
but
what was
she
important
started
to
getting
you.
Sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive.
Well, you don't know that. Your brother just disappeared. Or
Until I
so.
found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Is that her vagina? Am I getting pushed out?
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it.
Like like daughter, like mother.
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
What? I knew she died January Wow. Good job, Giant Sparrow. Cheryl Dallas. Shirley Dallas. Are these all people? Okay, so Ian Dallas. Ian Dallas, you did a good job. These are all the people that worked on the game. Good job. You guys did a really good job. Are you guys making a second one? If you guys are making a second one, please. But make it better. Make it good. Make it better than Life is Strange True Colors. I was just at Disneyland. He does not look happy to be on the carousel. Milton. Thomas. Hyun. Game Boy Color. Hookah. It's interesting seeing everyone. Like, that's an adult for sure. Seeing everyone in their childhood photos and being teenagers and children. Gus, Don, and Gregory for the light switches. Purple Heart. YouTube producers did a really good job. This is an interesting credits. You never see credits like this in a game. There was a game before this one that did do this. I think it was it Resident Evil? I think we're almost to the end. Can I skip? No. We'd have to watch through this, which is fine. Annapurna Interactive. Another Disneyland photo. Jordan Marks, is he a relative of mine that I don't know about? Marks is not a popular last name. He's blonde, so he's probably not a relative of mine. More names. Oh, those are probably Patreons and stuff like that, donators. In loving memory of Lewis Finch. The Edith Finch team. 2012 to 2017. This game took 5 years to make. The end. Good job. Round of applause. The replay story option is now available. Okay. Okay. Alright, guys. That's it. That is everything. So, without any further ado, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I truly do greatly appreciate it. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please leave a like. And as always, I will see you guys here tomorrow.